Hello viewers, welcome to Hila-P Sports and Entertainment TV. We are back again today. This is Champions League Day 2, and this is it's going to be a very interesting one because most top teams are going to play today. Like what happened yesterday, right there in Europe, in European top competition. And today we have many teams to play. CBN, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
CBN, we have like one played out yesterday. We have the likes of Olympiacos going up against Paphos today, right there by 17:45 p.m. What are you expecting in this game?
Yeah, we've already had a lot of surprises in the Champions League so far. I mean,
like what happened yesterday?
Yesterday was shocking. I mean,
yes.
we just the Champions League just started getting interesting from the onset.
Yes.
So I'm seeing this season Champions League to be very much interesting. So, but however, Olympiacos and Paphos is another match that people should be very careful with when they are making their predictions, because like I said earlier, judging from what happened yesterday, there could be another surprise. Olympiacos have not they are top team from Greece, and they're not doing very bad at the moment, but Paphos with David Luiz there and one or two other players, I think that Paphos tried to improve their team to a very great extent. We could be seeing another shocker.
We'll be expecting that. That's football for you. We are not surprised, but we'll be surprised because if Paphos will come to Greece and beat Olympiacos, that means it's going to be a surprising one.
That means everybody should be on their heels.
Okay, Stabapra up against Bodo Glimt. How do you see this game?
This is another game that, although both teams are like the winners when you talk about European football, so whatever that happens here, nobody will actually say
it's Shaka.
So I see a tight margin, except if there is a mistake, maybe a red card, but I see a tight margin, maybe 1-0.
Now here we are looking at the Allianz Arena tonight. Bayern up against Chelsea. Are you? We have these two teams have many things in common. They have many things in common. When it comes to history, right there, Chelsea beating Bayern there, right there in Allianz Arena in 2012, and it's going to happen again tonight. They're meeting first time for Chelsea being out there, right there, and the Chelsea first time in the Champions League after 2 years. Chelsea coming back, and their first game will be up against Bayern Munich. How are you seeing this game?
I think it's the match of the day.
Yes.
This is actually the top counter.
Yeah.
Because like you said, in 2012, the history Chelsea has with Bayern Munich centers around 2012 in Allianz Arena. So everybody tonight will be like Bayern Munich. I think Bayern fans will want their team to beat Chelsea as a revenge for that 2012.
What happened? Yes.
And Chelsea, on the other hand, will want to still get one over Bayern Munich again in front of their fans. So it's going to be a very big clash. Considering again that Nico Jackson is over there.
Yes, I want to talk about that because he has been saying that it's going to be a very interesting match against his former club. But he cannot say Chelsea is your former club. That particular statement he made, it was causing some stir on the internet. But that's football because for now. He's on loan. He's on loan.
I'm not sure if he's going to be.
Yes.
Because there are some clauses that he has to meet.
40 matches. You have to start 40 matches. I'm not seeing the possibility. Because he will be going to Nations Cup. Coming back. No, I'm not seeing the possibility.
It's very difficult for him to play.
Although our colleague behind the camera, somewhere have been saying that the likes of Jackson will score against Chelsea today. Are you buying?
I think it depends on when they bring him in, because he's not going to start the game.
Are you sure he's not going to start the game?
I don't see him starting, because when you look at
Ken. Of
course, they cannot bench Kane. He cannot bench Kane.
What if he plays to two double striker?
That's not the way Bayern Munich operates now.
He can do that. This is formation. He can start
now. If you play double striker, you have to drop somebody.
Definitely.
So who is he going to drop?
Anybody can go down.
Is it Olise? He was on fire.
He would like to show himself that Olise can play. Yes, Olise can play. They can play 4-3-3. Three of them can play. It will be very difficult,
because if you start Jackson as two strikers and then Olise
but Jackson can still play from the flank. There's possibility he can do that. For me, I prefer him playing from the flank.
Yeah, but I think that's another thing. If he plays from the flank, somebody will have to be dropped. Now the person you are dropping is Jackson better than him from the flank?
If he didn't perform, he can come. The person can come.
I think from if you ask me, I'll just say that He's going to come in in the second half, and I'm very sure in his mind he will want to punish Chelsea
by scoring.
It's not going to be easy. It's a very tough match because in as much as he knows, I think the issue of whether he's going to inform a company of the Chelsea's tactics and all that came up. But in as much as he knows Chelsea's tactics, all Chelsea players knows him very well.
Yes.
Even if he comes in, they know how to.
No, I don't even see Jackson as a threat for now.
Yeah,
because this is he has been there, and these are his teammates. They know him. Anything can happen next season. He will come back, and he will be implemented back to Chelsea's squad. Anything can happen.
It's a very tough. It's going to be a very tough match.
So I don't see okay. It's going to be a tough one. But do you see then? Let's look at the head to head of the managers involved, Company and Enzo Maresca. How do you see these two things when it comes to tactics and tactical approach? Do you see any who do you see coming up on top?
I think Enzo Maresca has proven that he's a very tactical coach,
yes.
And he learned so much from Guardiola over the years. On the other hand, Company as well learned from Guardiola. He played under Guardiola for quite some time. Yes. So both of them are very good coaches. However, I think at the end of the day, it's going to boil down to the players involved, the individual performances of the players, how much they are going to be able to stick together and then listen to whatever the coach instructs them to do, how they are going to be able to implement it. Because at the end of the day, the coach will have to teach them what to do. They will carry it out in the pitch. Now, sometimes when the coach, because if you look at what happened against between Real Madrid and Marseille, for example,
yes,
even when the coach instructs the players to do something, somebody might just come in and mess everything up,
like what Kabah do.
If that kind of thing happens, if anybody gets a red card tomorrow, then later this evening it's going to be a very big problem for the team.
Okay, the champions up against Atlanta, PSG there at Paris Saint-Germain, yes, up against Atlanta tonight. You know, how do you see this game? Do you? Because for me, I'm not writing Atlanta off because anything can happen in football.
Yes. You know, last 2 seasons, Atlanta was a very top and a very wonderful team.
Yes.
However, last season they dropped a little bit, and coming up again this season, and they are facing PSG, who is but PSG have not really been the same PSG that we knew.
They have
the last
injuries and all this.
Ending of
even that injury has already hit them hard. This because the likes of Dembele and Desire Doué won't be playing this game,
and they lost their goalkeeper.
Also, not even that. I'm even here that the talented player winger from that came from Napoli last season also had the issue. I heard that he might not. That is not 100% fit. So it might be a very big disappointment for them.
It's a very big one. Very big one. I think with this depleted team they have now, if they meet a team that is okay, that is good,
that can punish them.
Atlanta punish them like Napoli at the moment.
Are you not seeing Atlanta punishing them?
Atlanta, I may not be sure, because if we're looking at the way they've played this season, we cannot really say yet. I cannot really say yet.
Have Lookman been integrated?
Yes, he has been integrated.
Do you see him playing today?
I think he's not fit.
He has not been training.
He has not been training. Yes. I'm not sure if he's going to participate in the game today.
Ajax up against Inter Milan. This is one of the. It's just like that yesterday game. Juve up against Dortmund. I've seen this
is another game that we've seen a lot of goals as well.
Yes.
Because Inter again is a team that is always they always want to score goals.
Yes.
Ajax the same way.
Yes.
So it's going to be a game that will be filled with goals and goals. But I feel Inter should see off this one.
Then the English champions up against Atletico Madrid, CBN. How do you see this game? Atletico Madrid, they're going to see many men going to Anfield. This game is going to be a very tactical game.
Exactly.
It's going to be a very tactical game, and
it's going to be I think it's going to be among the biggest tests of Liverpool's level. This season, yes, because they've not really been tested very much. I think Arsenal came close to giving them that test, but somehow they found a way. And they've just been finding a way to win matches.
Not really. That's where the the experience and all of those things come in, because when you have experienced players, definitely, like you look at what against Arsenal, what happened? Just that little opportunity of that free kick, coming close. They have to, that'll be a goal. So
and that's the way they've been winning their matches.
Yes. First game against Bournemouth, they have been just finding that particular loophole to be able to just get the goals. So against ATM today, it's going to be a very simple.
I think
it's a must watch.
Yes,
it's a must watch match.
Of course. It's not going to be easy this time, because I'm very sure Diego Simeone must have watched all their matches this season, and he must have seen, okay, these people play like this. They play like they're always very resilient. They want to they always find a way at the end to win a match. So I'm very sure that if the game gets to the end before, maybe if there is draw, or maybe if by any chance Atletico Madrid is beating them and it gets to the end of the match, I think Simeone is one coach I trust that will find a way to withhold that point and then save the day.
Okay, let's talk about the British record signing and Florian Wirtz. Do you see, because he has been so poor there, trying to adapt to the English football. But looking at this game tonight, do you see him flourishing against ATM? And also, are you seeing Isak starting or playing, or actually playing even just some minutes in that game?
It's a very difficult question. This is your question now. It's a very difficult one, because Isak's situation, he just came in from Newcastle.
Same issue with Lookman. Is having the same issue with Lookman, not training for a very long time. Not having a training,
yes. But I'm very sure the coach is a headache for the coach. The way you just asked the question, I'm very sure this is the question that will be ringing in the man's head.
Yes.
How am I going to integrate this young man? He's a very wonderful striker. But then Ekitike has been good as well.
He has been good.
So it's not going to be an easy decision at the end of the day, but somebody has to start. Somebody has to come from bench, unless he decides to play both of them at the same time, which to me might not be the best idea. Florian Wirtz as well on the other side is he's been very quiet this season. I mean, he came to Liverpool again from a huge amount of money as well, from Bayer Leverkusen. But he has not really performed to that level that we used to see him perform in Bayer Leverkusen.
I even made a mistake by calling him the British record signing. Is this like that? Is the record British record signing now? But when it comes to midfield, attacking midfielders now, is the British record signing. And I don't know. Is it that he's trying to kind of know how the English league is all about, or try to be able to fit in, or are you seeing a flop?
I think the problem he's having is it's not a personal problem. It's not like he's trying to fit in. I think the issue is Premier League.
And also, are you not seeing the wage? Are you not seeing the amount of the bottom? Are you not seeing part of the issue?
Yes, because it puts a lot of weight on players.
Yes.
When you're coming into a new club with a huge amount of money,
the pressure there. Yes.
This huge pressure. I think is part of the problem is maybe having at the moment. And then again, Premier League football is a very quick, it's a very fast football
and intense
play, and very intense, unlike the Bundesliga.
So
he has not really found a way to integrate himself, his style of play into his team. And maybe he will still find a way. He just came in, he just played a couple of matches. Maybe he will still find a way and improve. But for now, he's not doing the job.
Okay, Stephen, thank you so much for your time. And in this episode, you will give us your predictions. Viewers, you have heard us, and this is what we are expecting tonight. As far as the Champions League is concerned, the day 2 of the Champions League, the many top teams playing right there in Europe. Stay tuned with us, and will get back to you when it comes to the predictions. And also, if you know what your club is expected to play tonight, just drop your prediction on the comment section. We'll be right there. We'll be right back. Thank you.